What's up guys? In this video we're going to go over ways you can maximize your damage with these 4 dragon incantations to help kill bosses faster. Now just a quick disclaimer, this talisman setup that you see here was used for all incantations that were classified as unbuffed. So they were pretty close to the base damage, but we did have to use Marika's Sword Seal here to hit some level requirements to use the skills. Now for our first test here, we're going to check out the Glinstone Breath. On the right side, we're drinking our Wondrous Physic, and we have the buff talisman set up, which we'll show you here in just a second. And as you can see here, we got about exactly 50% damage increase. Now we're going to add one more thing on the right hand side here. If you're able to equip a staff with the Terra Magicus spell, you will be able to see a pretty substantial increase in the damage here. So now with the buff talisman setup, the Wondrous Physic, and the Terra Magicus spell, we have a little over 100% damage increase. So now let's go ahead and check out the talismans. So what we're using here is the Flock Canvas Talisman, the Magic Scorpion Charm, the Faithful's Canvas Talisman, and then the Marika's Sword Seal, which you can just switch out. Like I said, I'm using that for level requirements only. And then here's a pretty important part here too, is the Flask of Wondrous Physic. You want to be using the Magic Shrouding Crack tier, and then you could kind of use whatever you want for the second one. All right, now we're going to go ahead and check out the Decay Breath. We're using Flame Grant Me Strength and Golden Vow. Both of these increase the physical damage output, which works for the both Rotten Breath and Decay Breath because they scale with physical damage. Now I think the damage numbers are going to look kind of low here on this turtle because I believe that it has physical damage resistance, but it shouldn't affect the amount of damage increase that we're getting from the talismans and our buffs. And it looks like we're getting about a 75% damage increase in total. So now for the talisman setup, we're using Flock's Canvas Talisman, Kindred of Rot's Exaltation. This was not demonstrated in the damage test, unfortunately, because you have to apply Rot to something in order to get this bonus. And then Ritual Sword Talisman. This boosts your attack power just by having it equipped. The Faithful Canvas Talisman again. And then we don't have anything in the flask here to boost its damage. Alright, so now for the Fire Breath, we're going to be using Flame Grant Me Strength again. And then we're popping our Wondrous Physic. And with all of our buffs added up, we're just about doubling our basic damage. And for the talismans, once again, we're going with the Canvas Talismans. They're just too good to pass up. Fire Scorpion Charm, because it raises the fire attack. Marika's Sword Seal. And then the Flask of Wondrous Physic, we're using the Flame Shrouding Crack tier. And for our final test, we're going to be checking out the Frost Breath. We're popping the Wondrous Physic. And we're seeing only about a 38% increase in damage here. So now let's check this out again, but this time equipping a staff and using the Terra Magicus spell. The good thing about the frost damage is it scales with magic as well. Now with that spell added to it, we're seeing a little bit over double damage. So if you're able to equip this spell and use it with the frost and the glintstone, I definitely think it's worth it. And for the talismans, we're actually rocking the same setup that we did for the glintstone breath, being that they both stack with magic damage. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you have any other ways we could add some more damage, and also which breath do you think is the best. Also consider dropping me a like if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.